sector meeting on global collaboration, growth and energy for development is ongoing at the World Economic Forum, which just opened a moment ago in Saudi Arabia. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is attending the event, and he has only just spoken a few minutes ago and says his vision is to reset the country's economy and create a new pathway for growth in Nigeria. He notes that sadly the removal of fuel subsidy has created some discomforts to Nigerians, but that the move is worth it as there is light at the end of the tunnel. The president was a part of the panelists at the ongoing opening session of the World Economic Forum in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
In the world, how do you see now the prospects, and what are your next steps to really make Nigeria's economy grow further?
Thank you very much. Salam alaikum. And let me, in addition, join.
That's your president, sir.
In congratulating the Kingdom
always going so
Arabia
religious,
for putting
not,
this opportunity
not being
together.
sensitive to the feelings of the vast majority of its citizens.
I know it's not easy. For Nigeria, we are immensely consistent with our belief that.
All right. His belief is headline: fuel subsidy removal prevented the bankruptcy of Nigeria. What says you about this, sir?
Can that indeed be true? At least from what we know now, we are told that the landing cost of premium spirit, that is petroleum in Nigeria, is about 950 naira, and the pump price is around 600. But with the latest scandal of long queues and non-availability of the product, there are places where PMS sells for as much as 1,200, 2,000 naira per liter. So what difference has this subsidy removal, so-called, if indeed it's been truly removed in totality, what difference has it brought? Look at the attendant effect on food inflation. Look at the last picture, and I were talking about the sustainability of the value of the naira that got a bit firmed up. We doubted if it was sustainable. This week, look at where Nigeria is. The naira has taken a plunge again. So when he says subsidy has helped Nigeria to recover, and you are asking to, where is the dividend per se? Everybody.
The dividend is that Nigeria is not bankrupt.
Well, that is even subject to argument. In a country, yes, everything is never on the table. People are always holding so much to the chest, always having some haze up their sleeve. So you really can't trust what they say, most times. Anyway, beyond what he is saying in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at the World Economic Forum, we also heard that he was able to secure a facility of about $600 million to improve port facilities and operations in Nigeria. This is what we want to add to that. This is economic reform must have humane face. It must have humane face. It is not enough to leave the shores of Nigeria to go and sermonize and begin to propagate what is not in tandem with the feelings of the poor masses in Nigeria. There must be that intervention. Look at what the governor of Edo State has just announced, Obaseki, saying the minimum wage in the state will now be 70,000 naira. He's still waiting on the federal government to come up with something reasonable as the minimum wage on federal, at federal level. And he said he would not stop there. Obaseki has said he would not stop there if things improve or the federal government has a better suggestion. They would still respond adequately. We do not expect any less intervention or action from prosperous states like Lagos and Rivers, and possibly Ondo. The conduct of the government of Ondo is the most appalling and disgraceful. It's an oil producing state. But go and look at the condition of our people there. And our people who are having their own faces and illusion of what's it called? Stockholm syndrome, are always praising their leaders, successive leaders.
The oppressor.
Yes. Yes. The only guy that I look at as an exception is Mimiko. This current one, and Ayedatiwa, we love him. He must change the narrative. Let the people's resources revenue, let it serve the people. So that is why I'm saying this $600 million that Tinubu is bringing from Netherlands, from Holland, to improve the ports. You see, the ports should not just be in Lagos State. It should not just be a Lagos affair. Look at the vast shoreline, the coastline of Ondo State. That is the deepest and most natural. A port must take off there. They should look at the possibility of developing another one in Edo. The coastal states, free up the system. You are talking of open market economy and all that. You see how we are literally surrounded by seaports in America here. You go to Florida, you go to Texas, you go to New Jersey, Georgia, DC, Maryland, everywhere, all around us.
Because this means money. It means money.
Yes, but the Nigerian mentality. Oh, the less there is, we try to cocoon up. For what? Open up the space and let the nation grow.
These are angles to export, to sell more to the rest of the world.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So if they are asking for expertise, we will put it on the table. And they should stop developing exclusive clubs. Those who have access, you criticize them, they don't think you have anything to contribute.
That's a major problem. That's a major problem.
No, they should open up. They should open up. Tinubu, free up the economy. Free it up. And the state governors must respond adequately and appropriately.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, thank you for that. Now, speaking of free up the economy, let's get some ball rolling here. Definitely, if you like that story, first of all, we want to hear your thoughts on it in the commentary.
Yes, and part of that is the NNPCL being upfront and honest with Nigerians. We have our own man there. We never knew, we didn't know him to be a liar, and he cannot start lying now.
Who's that?
We must know. No, I don't want to give any name. He knows himself.
Okay.
At NNPCL.
Okay.
And Dangote, all the refineries, what can they bring on the table to break this squeeze on the system? And everybody is saying, oh, just because Dangote will soon be rolling out a PMS, what's it called? The NNPC is trying to mop up what is in circulation to make sure they don't record losses. At what expense? This problem you have, remember, 1991, when I was in the university, I remember there was a crazy queue all over Nigeria. And so this situation, this craze has been on for almost 33 years. When is it going to stop?
God help us. All right. Anyway, so speaking of that, again, we're still talking about freeing up the economy. If you like the idea, you might want to take a look at this next segment. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and follow. Let us know your thoughts about this, and we'll be right back.